He has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Great 15, great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go. Tight end left. Great 57. Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Strong right. Please 5-7. On the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative-yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Gold. Key 26. Let's go. Great.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it.
Grade 57.
Check.
There we go. Back man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Let's go.
Tight end right.
Hey, ram.
4 down.
Throwing is Wentz. That's caught. It's Gronkowski. Touchdown, Miami.
Check your hot read.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Marino will throw. And that's complete to Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 4 down.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situations.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Tight left. Hey.
We got, let's go. 190. Orange.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And his first pass is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
We got three.
On play action, Vick. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Alpha.
On third down, Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Hey, let's go.
The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Alpha. Hey, Q9.
On first and 10, here's Vick. Flushed out right. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Back.
Hey, let's go.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try and run forward with McCoy. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Late.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Orange.
A first down throw coming for Vick. And this is caught at the 8. And he will have a touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, 29 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. 23-yard line.
On the ball.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Get over there. Go.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Please. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Wentz. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On the ball.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Hey, we got
Back. 120.
Wentz to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
81. Shorty.
Throwing now is Wentz. Open man left side is Gronkowski. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field.
Hey, let's go.
Twist.
So.
Mike 52,
Back to it after the pick six. Vic. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
We got four.
Alpha.
That was 2nd down throw for Vic. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Lion. 300.
Three down.
Vic on the sneak, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Tight end to the left. Hey. We got three.
Orange.
3 down.
Right twist that.
Check.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. We got 3 down.
White 90. White 20. 300.
Mike 50.
Hey, let's go black 29.
I'm coming.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alpha.
4 down.
Vic readies to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Vic now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Odd. 3 down.
Eagle.
Vic operating on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Alpha.
3 down. Mike 50.
Second down, Vic. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A final shot before half for Wentz. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Wentz. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Run, Ronnie!
5-2.
Hey, stash!
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
4 down.
Liz 5-3.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hang in there now.
Hey, switch gears.
Liz 5-2. Lion. Let's go. Great.
On second down, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Alert.
Vic on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now here on EA Sports.
Hey, stash.
Key 26.
Great 15. Run.
To throw, it's Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Liz.
4 down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Let's go.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
At least 5-7. Let's go. Great.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Wentz going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, let's go.
Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Time for a break.
Hey, let's go.
We're back to see what happens after this.
Orange. White 20. White 90.
Eagle. Target.
Orange. White 20.
He's back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Three down. Hey.
When they said orange. White 20. White 20.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Vic now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Hey.
Late.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Vic now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go black 2-9.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, let's go.
Watch tight
Orange. Alpha, Alpha.
Vic. Complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's Vic. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eagle, Eagle.
Now Michael Vick. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
You got 3.
Eagle, Eagle. Orange.
Mike 50.
Lake.
Get off the field.
Lion. 300.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Vic to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
it.